What's up, guys? Welcome to another M-rated episode here with Mark and Manny. We are a few days away from Christmas.
Ooh, we're less than a week away. This was the last full week of the year because starting next week we have Christmas Eve. A lot of people aren't gonna work, and then the week after that it's New Year's Eve, and then New Year's. So that's not gonna be a full week.
So
either.
people are on vacation already, right?
Yeah.
People are taking their vacations. They're packing. I know people are flying out to different states. Visiting family members, and COVID is not stopping them.
Yeah.
COVID is just in their mind, but it's
Should
not
it,
stopping
though?
them. No.
No.
Not at
Okay.
all. No. Family comes first, then COVID. Yeah.
Better
There's a
to
lot-
have COVID as a family than by yourself, though.
Yeah, man. Now imagine spending Christmas by yourself. That's a hard one.
That's gonna be the hard one for a lot of people. That one's gonna be hard.
Let's say you are used to spending Christmas with your whole family. Let's say 20 plus.
Yeah.
Now you're just spending it with like 5, 6. Just
at
just
most.
your household. Yeah.
At
your household.
most.
Yeah, at most. Yeah, correct. Everybody was all, the partying situation, that's going to be a little troubling for a lot because,
Do people party for Christmas?
all the time.
Yeah?
People partying for anything. And if it comes
Missing
down
out
to
on the Christmas party.
if it's Christmas,
Oh, Christmas parties, yo! Like that's what the
Yo.
whole thing. This is Christmas party.
Duh.
The Office Christmas parties.
yeah,
The Friends.
there's even movies about them.
Damn, that's true. Damn, but now that I'm thinking back, I don't think I've ever been to a Christmas party.
Yeah, and even malls are open. Did you know malls are open for
they're not?
shopping? Yeah, they are.
I've been in like Citadel, but that's an open air. That's an open.
No, but there's malls like in Orange County that are open. The capacity is limited, but yeah, you're still able to go and shop, which is fucking crazy because everything's supposed to be on a
supposed to be
lockdown.
closed.
But yeah, I mean, if you want to get your shopping done early.
Have you gone?
No, I haven't even shopped.
Okay.
I need to shop.
I went to Citadel like last week, and
Major
it was
fact.
kind of fucking weird because have you ever been Black Friday shopping?
I think I've done it a couple of times.
Have you? Where would you go?
Probably like Best Buy was probably one of the
Oh,
first
okay.
ones.
Okay,
that I went
one of
to.
those standing line.
Yeah,
deals?
one of those. Yeah.
Okay, well, I've been Black Friday shopping at Citadel. If you guys don't know, Citadel, I don't know what city. I think it's Montebello or some shit.
It's in the Commerce.
Commerce, in the city of Commerce, in Los Angeles. But Citadel has always been packed. Always. They extended their parking. They built a parking structure. They were prepared for a large amount of people to come in and shop.
Okay.
So I was there last week, and this shit is empty, yo. It is
Really?
empty.
Like you found parking as
I
soon as you
found
went in?
parking right in front of the stores.
No way.
You
that's
fucking
crazy.
never do that.
Oh shit.
You always find parking all the way in the back.
Yeah.
And
gotta
if
walk
you're
around to the
lucky,
stores.
maybe you catch someone leaving and you get in front.
Damn.
But there was a lot of to choose from right in front of the stores, and you were in past years you were never able to do that. We stopped by and I bought some like little toys from this lady that have, because there's the stores, and then in the middle there's like the stands, I guess you could call them, like
Yeah,
the
pretty much like they're the vendors that are. Just,
yeah, like the small vendors. So I stopped by and I bought a couple things from one of those small vendors, and I think the lady was just so happy to have made a sale
I
that
bet.
she was even like, "Yo, I'm gonna give you guys a free gift or whatever."
Oh, you.
So she gave us
You made a
two.
purchase and you got a gift.
We made a
Wow.
purchase and she gave us like
That's
some-
spirit right there. That's a Christmas spirit for sure. She was excited.
So I
yeah.
mean, if that helped that little business get through a little bit, but I felt better making that purchase from that small business because I knew it was like just someone rather than buying it from like the
a big
stores.
corporation or somebody that's already established.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially it's good to help out little vendors,
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere, even in downtown. I know you work in downtown,
Yeah.
right? So I'm sure in downtown there's always like vendors trying to sell you, just like say toys or just pretty much anything. It's always good to help them out.
Yeah, it is because a lot of times, I mean, they put their all their investment
They
in.
spend there all day there too.
Yeah, and they're there all day.
Yeah. So there's not spending their investments, but their time.
Yeah.
They're always 7 days a week probably.
I mean, but right now it's just so freaky. It's just so weird to see all these places so empty. But like just jumping into our topic already, like the
Mm-hmm.
stock market is booming, son.
Wow, it's so bullish right now. The stock market is it's not taking any it's not taking any negativity.
Yeah, dude. Yes,
Yeah, right?
yes.
It's
The
not.
streets
Yeah.
are alone, the stores are
Yeah.
dead, but the stock market is booming.
Yeah, the stock market is if you got your money in the stock market, you seeing your money grow,
Hmm.
literally,
Yeah,
especially in
dude.
a lot of companies that you own. For example, Apple is one of the most popular
Mm.
products that everybody owns. You know, Apple this, Apple that. You know,
Apple is the stock to own right now. If you don't have any Apple, go get some Apple. It's did it close at a negative today? At a red?
it's not throughout the week it closed in green every single day.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're already throwing out terms that a lot of people might not know.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
start with with bullish. What is when someone says, "Yo, I'm bullish on this stock," or the market is bullish? How what the fuck does that even mean?
Well, when you're bullish about a certain stock or even about the market, is when you are 100% positive that it's gonna keep moving upwards.
Mm,
You know, and there's a contradiction to that, which is which is the bearish. If you're
bearish.
bearish, you are most likely thinking that either the stock or the stock market itself is gonna decreasing in value.
Okay.
So if you own, let's say, Apple stock, and you're very like bullish on it, you're gonna be like, yo, this stock is gonna keep rising up. But
Mm,
if you're bearish, you're gonna be like, this stock is gonna keep going down.
okay.
Which we all know, Apple is a very bullish stock.
Yeah. If
You know?
there's one stock I would say I'm bullish about, it would be Apple.
Yeah. For example, a bearish stock will probably one of the traveling stocks could be like Carnival, could
Okay.
be
Airlines.
any airlines. Everything that is decreasing right now.
Anything that's leisure based, maybe.
Right now, yeah, pretty much anything that has to do with with let's say what is that one stock that I was trading a couple of months ago. It was this gaming stock. Oh, GameStop.
Oh,
GameStop is a bearish stock right now.
okay.
Because everything's moving so digital, so you're able to download your games right off of your system
Yeah.
or your computer.
Hmm.
You don't need to go to GameStop to own a damn disc anymore.
Yeah.
Everything you can just download on the software.
GameStop is the blockbuster of
Literally, it's a blockbuster, correct?
Okay.
Yeah, blockbuster is
of games.
yeah of games, correct? Yeah. So yeah, but other than that, I mean the stock market is just it's being so positive right now.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you have COVID going on, you have the political news, you have so much things that are so negative going on around the world that you're like, whoa, the stock market is the only positive thing that's going on right now.
And like today, I think earlier we were just talking about it that a company announced they were going to release a lot of their employees. They were gonna let go.
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, right?
Yeah, they released. They're going to release around 200,000 employees to make room.
So you would think hearing that you would be like, "Yo, this company's in trouble. Like something's going
Yeah.
on." You would think that would reflect on the stock of like,
Yeah,
oh,
their volume of how many people are investing in this stock,
but it went up, didn't it?
but yeah, it's literally contradicted what it was.
It went up. People are losing their jobs, and this stock is going up.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but it's Coca-Cola. It's one of the blue chip stocks that a lot of people invest in. They own. One of the reasons why they own it is because it pays dividend, and dividend is something that you get in return for owning a certain stock. Every stock has a different payout for their dividends, and Coca-Cola is one of the highest ones in the stock market. That's why everybody owns Coca-Cola.
And moving forward, you might hear this term from us a lot, and it's called passive income.
Passive income, correct? Yeah.
Passive income is just something that you're not really going to work for it. You're not really. It's just it comes every month, no matter what you do or whatever it is. Real estate might be a form of passive income.
Oh no, that's probably
rental
number
properties,
one, correct? Yeah.
passive income.
Rental
But
properties.
having these stocks are also a form of passive income because a lot of them give you these dividends, like you're saying.
Yeah.
So quarterly, maybe every year, they're giving you a certain amount based on however many shares that you have
That
of
you
the
own,
business
yeah.
or of that stock, right?
Yeah.
So that's a really good way to
Yeah, of course. If you own any of these stocks that pay out high dividend, you're gonna get something in return. You know, you might not get the same amount that you paid for, but you're still getting something in return. Like you said, quarterly or even yearly, but you're still getting paid for owning these shares.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to get passive income.
Yeah.
You know, you could either pull out or keep reinvesting in that stock. You know, a lot of people, yeah, they were like, you know what, I got paid from Coca-Cola. Like, you know, I own Coca-Cola myself, and I get paid for owning Coca-Cola. But I personally never pull out. I reinvested in the company.
Same.
Yeah, yeah. That's one of the smartest ways to kind of see investing. You know, if you're investing in this particular stock, like you don't want to pull out as soon as you pay out, as soon as they pay you. You want to do what you want to do. You want to reinvest it to see that money continue to grow and grow and grow, and your shares to kind of like multiply and multiply. You know, without you even putting money.
Or even like really having to do any hard work. I mean, yeah, you're doing hard work to get the initial money, and then you put it into the stock market. But then this is the definition of having your money work for you.
Yeah, literally, it is. Especially dividend investing is one of the investments that a lot of people kind of look forward to. You know, they want to own something and then get paid back in return. You know, but there's a lot of stocks too that are they don't pay dividends at all, but it's very beneficial for you to own.
Yeah.
For example, Tesla doesn't pay any dividends.
Tesla doesn't pay any dividends, but what it does pay in is just it's always increasing.
It's always increasing.
It's
you could
always
trade.
Increasing.
You could trade it. You could own it. Just the value of that stock itself. It's one of the best stocks in the market. Period.
Yeah.
You know, and talking about Tesla, it's gonna get introduced into the S&P 500 on Monday.
S&P 500. Okay, so right there, that's another term.
Write it down.
Because so right here in this podcast, what we're gonna do is what we want to do. Our goal is to help you improve yourself, your personal, your mindset, your physical,
financial,
and of course, with it comes financial growth. We want you guys to be smart in your spending. We want you guys to be able to make more money. We want 2021 to be your year. So we're going to help you set up and, you know, go into the year with as much knowledge as we could give you. And I really felt like the stock market is just something that a lot of people hear about. Because, I mean, I've heard about the stock market since I was like a fucking little kid.
Yeah, but
you always know it.
Everybody knew
you hear about it. You always hear about it. But I don't know how many people out there actually know what it is. I don't know how many people out there actually have a portfolio. I don't know how many people have a diversified portfolio. How many people are actually looking into, because the beauty of it is you don't have to be on Wall Street a trader on the floor. You fucking buying options, buying stocks, buying whatever the case might be. Now you could just fucking hop on an app on your phone.
Yeah, and your laptop, you could just spend your days in a laptop making money.
And that's the other thing. You don't need to be like 100% in it. Like I know you made a video about it the other day. Apple releases new headphones, and like they're expensive, whatever, but it's Apple, so you know it's gonna sell. So then, if you're a fan of Apple, you could just buy the stock of Apple.
Yeah,
you don't really need to do any research because your research is already what you like.
Yeah, and the products are more expensive than the stock itself. I mean, the stock doesn't. It's ranged about $120 a share, and their products, I mean, shit,
their products just keep going up.
Yeah, I mean, their iPhones are what? Are over a grand?
Yeah, for iPhone 12 Pro Max, this shit was like $1,200.
There you go. For the new headphones that they came out, they were over like what, 500, 600 bucks.
They're almost $600.
So you're buying their product, but the only thing you're owning is their product. But what you can do to counter that, you could own part of Apple, which is the business itself, the company, the industry, you know. So and guess what? You're gonna make money off of it. Yeah. Apple pays dividend. Yeah. So they're gonna pay you for owning their company, their stock.
Apart from the dividend, is like it just keeps going up in value
Yeah.
because this is not a company that's just gonna go bankrupt tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a growth stock. And when I mean when I mean growth stock is a stock that it's gonna keep increasing its value, its price each and every year.
Mm-hmm.
Tesla is one of them.
Yeah.
Apple's one of them. The big even Disney to this day is a it's a big growth company.
Yeah.
It's already established as a blue chip stock because everybody's owned Disney forever. But now you're starting to see how the price is just skyrocketing from one day to the other.
So what exactly labels a stock a blue chip?
It's a stock that's been here for so many years, for a long term, and they say Coca-Cola is a blue chip.
Okay. An established one, you could say?
Established, was one that's been here for so many years that it's one of the stocks to own for sure in the stock market. Once you jump into the stock market and you want to own a stock, this is one of the stocks that you really want to own.
It's proven to endure throughout.
And they pay dividends, so it's just a big plus.
Okay. See, we're all learning. I didn't know what a blue chip.
Yeah, well, blue chip stocks are that's one of those. Yeah, Disney and Coca-Cola.
And
for sure.
So there's more moves coming. Earlier you said on Monday, Tesla's going into the S&P 500.
Yeah.
What exactly is the S&P 500?
The S&P 500 is it's an ETF. It's where like the best 500 companies in the U.S. So Tesla, of course, everybody was like, why isn't Tesla in it? It got approved this year, like around like August, October, somewhere around there.
Yeah, August.
It got approved that it was going into the S&P 500. Everybody was excited for it, and now it's coming on Monday. So how are we gonna see it perform? Nobody really knows, but hopefully it performs really, really good.
So you could also buy stock of the S&P 500.
Yeah, you could own a stock of the S&P 500.
So the S&P 500 itself is a company that holds
the best 500 companies
of other companies?
Of other companies, correct. So you're able to own multiple companies in this stock.
So you could buy stock of companies that buy stock.
Correct. Yeah. So that's why a lot of traders, like myself, when I trade, I always look at the S&P 500 for its movement because it tells you, the news tells you, and then the S&P 500 kind of moves with it.
Okay.
So and then you start seeing how the other stocks, the other individual stocks start to perform.
Yeah, and the Nasdaq and all that.
Yeah,
the
Nasdaq is technology, and
it's all the same.
It's just no. The Nasdaq is totally different from the S&P 500.
What is the Nasdaq?
So the Nasdaq is kind of like tech and all that stuff.
Oh, but I mean, it's the same type of stock that S&P 500.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because they hold.
Yeah, they hold different stocks in that certain stock.
Yeah.
So yeah, you pretty much just gotta go in with whatever that say you're trading Apple or you're trading Tesla now. You want to look at the S&P 500.
Yeah.
If the S&P 500 is going to be performing negative or positive, then it's going to tell you a lot about Tesla.
Yeah. And that's why, personally, that's why I got into it, because I'm a big fan of Tesla. I'm a big fan of everything Elon Musk does.
Correct.
Like, this fool cannot fail as a company, I'm a big fan of him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I want a Tesla. I know what it does. I know where it's going. I know what it's capable of, the future of it.
Yeah.
So just knowing that alone, I mean, me personally is like, okay, I want to own part of this company because I know, and I'm such a big fan because of how good they are. So I went ahead and bought some. And then another company was Apple. I'm a big fan of Apple.
You own Apple too.
I own everything Apple, so Apple I know TV. What they're able. I know what they're capable. I know what they could provide. So that's just another thing I bought right into it too. And that's the beauty of it, because you don't have to, like I said, be super informed of it. You could be a big fan of a brand. You could be a big fan of Nike. You could be a big fan of Adidas, and they got some drops coming up. Yeah. They got some releases coming up. So you could just preemptively buy their stock because this new shoe is about to drop and it's gonna cause a lot of commotion, blah blah blah, and then it reacts to that.
Correct. Yeah.
It reacts to everything that's going on.
Yeah, it's especially a lot of people that use social media, like Instagram is owned by Facebook. Pinterest has its own stock. Let's say consumer goods. Bed Bath and Beyond. Everybody loves Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah, yeah.
They have their own individual stock. You could own it. And it pays off, and you start saying, you know what, I really like this product. Why don't I own a share or a piece of that company?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe in the future it pays out even more. You sell it off and you make fucking millions. You know, there's been a lot of traders, there's been a lot of investors that's how they make a lot of millions. It's just they invest in a company when it's barely starting off or at a low price, and they sell at a high price.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the function of being a trader or being an investor. You buy low and you sell high, and you start learning all this strategies as soon as along as you start getting into like trading and investing. All that comes in that. You start developing skills, you start seeing how the stock moves, how it performs, what days it performs even better, what weeks, how it does in earnings, because every stock has its earning season, which means that they
Oh yeah, where they share their earnings.
yeah, they share how much they made throughout quarterly, and they put it out to the public. So you're able to see that, okay, well, if I'm investing in Tesla and I want to see how it's performing, every quarter they announce how progressive or negative the company has been. So it's a good thing too to know how that company that you're investing is doing. Because if they're doing pretty bad, then yeah, you might want to think about it, like, oh wait, maybe I should pull my money out. But if they're doing really, really good, it's like, oh, do I want to invest more, or should I hold and sell when it's high?
Yeah.
That's how it is.
And I mean, I keep going back to it. Like, you could, in almost every sector of like whatever you do for a living, like you already have an insight to a stock. Because I have friends that are mechanics. So they're mechanics for specific dealerships. One of them is the mechanic for Kia. So when I forgot what year it was, but they introduced a new model with a new engine and everything. And since he works as a mechanic in the back of there, like he sees, like he's hands on with the product. Um, he started noticing that engines were going out. Like, yo, this new model is bad, blah blah blah. So you already have a look into like how the company is doing. So you go to the stock and you could like put in some options, put in some calls, put in some puts, maybe buy a stock. If it was the reverse, like maybe, oh, this is doing really good, you're already in there. You already know how that's gonna function in like almost every aspect of it, and it's so easy right now.
Yeah, it's so easy. Everything is being handed to you through the power of the internet. The power of the internet is giving you the advantage for you to be successful just about in anything, dude. I mean, we'll talk in general. You want to be you want to have your own business, you're able to pull it out now. You're not going through the whole process that probably like 20, 30 years people used to have to go through to own a business. Now you could own your business online, dude.
Yeah.
With just
Yes.
an hour or so. You gotta
It's
establish.
so easy, dude.
It's so easy.
It's so easy.
Start selling your product, seeing where you're gonna advertise your product. Shipment and all that comes with it, but it's not as hard as people think it is. You're able to just even there's Amazon FBA where you're able to replicate item from somebody else, but just label it yourself. That's so easy. You don't
Private
even
label.
have to be creative.
Yeah.
You could just sell somebody else's product already made with your own label, and then just market it yourself.
Yeah.
And you make money.
Make it a little bit different. Maybe change the color or
Yeah,
something.
literally, you just even just the brand. You just your own. Your own creativity, that little creativity that you got to take. Oh, well, how do I want to make this product stand out? What is it? How is it different from the other products that are selling on Amazon or on eBay or on Wish?
Yeah.
So it's just it's so easy right now. You can
Yeah.
make money in so many ways right now that if you're not making money outside of your regular job, then you just put in excuses for sure.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, to be honest. If um, it's getting harder and harder to be like, yo, I'm gonna get off work and go home and do nothing. Nah, son.
You're working for somebody else's dreams,
Like,
not
nah,
yours.
son.
Right?
So like, if you guys are going home after work and doing nothing, I mean, hopefully we motivate you a little bit to do something else. Go work out, go make some money.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you have a regular job, you put it in your time to work for somebody else.
Mm.
So you're building somebody else's dreams by
Yeah.
having their own business. So let's say you do a 9 to 5, you get off at 4 or 5 o'clock. You still have a long time right after work
Mm-hmm.
to work on your own goals,
Yeah.
on your own dreams. Could be online business, could be the stock market, could be just about anything that'll make you, make money.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, you still have a lot of hours to work on yourself. That's one of the things that people want to do.
Yeah.
Work on yourself, work on your dreams, work on your goals, work on your business. You have so much time right after work.
There's 3 shifts every day.
Literally.
There's 3 shifts every day. You're at work for 8 hours. You're asleep for 8 hours, and then you have 8 other hours.
You have 8 other. And what are you doing on those 8 hours?
What are you doing in those 8 hours?
You watching
other hours?
Netflix?
Your time is the most valuable asset you have.
Literally, yeah.
If you're not investing it in something that's gonna give back to you, so you could reap what you sowed, so you could, get your dividend, get your due.
Mm-hmm.
The same way at the end of the week you get that check from work because you put in that labor, you put in that time, you invested your time, you're getting that check.
Yeah, you're pretty much all the time investing your time.
So what are you investing those 8 free hours that you have? What are you investing in them in? Are you getting paid with it? Are you making something out of it? Because I mean, some people might not be interested in it. You might just want to work on yourself.
Yeah, but let's say you're exercising. You could record yourself, put it on YouTube, and even make money off of it. And that's your free time.
Yeah.
You are investing your time, which is working out, and you could show off on YouTube or on Instagram or any other platforms how you're working out. And you could put it out there, market yourself, and you could make money off of it. You could even build brands. There's so many people right now that are personal trainers that have become very successful because of COVID by just showing off their own workouts through YouTube, through Instagram, through any other platform.
Yeah.
And they've been very beneficial because people are right now, you can't go to the gym. So how else? I mean, that's one of the things that people were looking forward to each and every day too. Going to the gym, working out, lifting weights. Now you can't do that. Now you got to find a damn way to work out. How are you going to do it? Maybe you're not as creative as those people, and you look it up on YouTube, and you're like, yo, I could work out that way at home.
Just follow along.
Or in your garage, inside your house, in your patio, just about in the street, in the park, in the beach. You could do it.
Yo, I've gone running and there's people at the park where their weights, they're full blown setup. They got bars, they got curls, they got dumbbells.
Yeah, that's how they're moving. I mean, people nowadays are moving their own training skills outside to like parks and beaches, because I've seen it as well. In the beaches, there's been trainers that are.
And that's going to be another topic we visit. Have we talked about that?
Training?
Like physical shit?
I think we have.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm sure we have.
Yeah, but if we haven't, we're going to visit that.
We're going to revisit
that and go more into depth into that. Because right now we want you guys to know about the stock market.
Yeah, so going back to the stock market, I mean, we got the S&P 500 introducing Tesla.
That's a big move.
But you also got a lot of stocks that IPO'd this week.
There was this week alone, yeah. But I feel like 2020 has been...
Yeah, a bunch of IPOs. Yeah, there's so many people.
All over the place.
There's so many people that are been interested in IPOs and they're investing their money in. We're going back to Airbnb. Airbnb was last week when it IPO'd.
That's Wednesday.
And it took a downhill. It took a red day. It took red days for sure.
And red days are negative.
Yeah, they're pretty much negative.
Their stock price went down.
It decreases, in value.
And then there's green days where the stock price goes up.
It goes up, correct. So I mean, the stock market is very volatile when it comes down to trading stocks or trading options. But going back to Airbnb, I know a lot of people had a lot of negative reviews about it because it IPO'd so high
Yeah.
that it decreased its share price to even at 125 or even 120
Yeah, it
per
went
share.
really low when it opened at 140 something.
And I remember you texted me then.
It's like I'm out.
You said it, yeah, Manny. You texted me. You're like you're out. That you were out. You were selling your shares
I'm
for
out.
Airbnb, and I told you no. I'm personally
Yeah.
holding.
Yeah.
And guess what happened?
It went back up.
It
It
went
recovered.
back up. It went back up, and it's sitting around 158, 160.
Mm.
So if I sell it right now, I'll make a profit.
Yeah.
But it gets a little tricky when it comes down to IPOs because you're never going to know the volatility of the IPO within a few days. I think it's only been trading for about 6-7 days or even
Well,
less.
since last Wednesday.
Yeah, so it's been only a couple of days that it's
Yeah,
been,
maybe 5 days.
So
at most.
this is the reason why I told you to hold.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you're never going to know how it's going to perform.
And so there's two strategies to. I think there's only two strategies to playing the stock market. You could either short or you could long.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Short would be kind of how I played it. I bought in at 147 and I sold out like around 130 because I cut my losses. I was like, I don't want to take any more loss than this. And then there's the long term, how you're doing it.
Yeah.
That's how you hold it. You bear through that loss because I'm pretty sure when you saw that dip, it was an anxious time.
Yeah, I saw it. Wait, tell me about it. I that's one of the stocks that I wasn't watching.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't trading it that week. I was just holding the shares that I own. But when you told me about it and I took a look at it and it was at 126 or something, I'm like, whoa.
Dude, it dipped.
It dipped. But I'm like, you know what? This happened. I've been here before.
Yeah.
And that's what the experience about the stock market.
Yeah.
This is the experience about trading and owning stocks. Is you're gonna have those really, really bad days, and you're gonna want to just pull out and be like, "Yo, I'm losing money. I'm losing my time here. I just want to pull out. I can't lose any more money." But then there's a reverse psychology when you motivate yourself. When you start saying, you know what, if I hold this stock that I believe in, that I know it's gonna be increasing in the next few weeks, I just want to hold it. And you just buy the shares and you just look away.
Yeah.
And then you come back
Yeah.
and you're like, yo, it's sitting higher than what I bought it for.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with me in Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
One of the recent ones that I bought. I bought it at 146 per share. It's sitting over 158, 160. So it's like if I could sell it right now, I could make a profit.
Yeah.
But I really, really, really like this stock.
Yeah.
I believe in it. Everybody owns Airbnb now. If you're in the stock market, I'm sure everybody buys Airbnb when they're traveling.
Yeah.
So it's just it's a stock that I believe it's a growth stock. So I think that in the few years to come that it's gonna grow.
And it's synonymous with travel now. Like if you're gonna travel somewhere, or are you staying at a hotel, or are you gonna Airbnb it?
We all know we're gonna Airbnb.
More than likely you're gonna Airbnb it. But like I was saying, there's strategies to these things. There's strategies to this. And he took a different strategy. It worked out. I took a loss. But I mean, it's always gonna be like that.
I
It
mean,
fluctuates
there's
all
different
the
strategies
time.
when it comes down to trading. You could get a covered call. You could short a stock or an option. You could get a spread invented by the by the Colt 2019. Shout out to the trading fraternity. There's just so many strategies that you could do for not taking a loss.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see your option or your stock decreasing in value, you could really, really change it around by doing one of these skills. It's a skill that you kind of obtain as you start trading. And I've learned how to short, I've learned how to cover call, I learned how to do all of this. Why? Because I put the time in. I put the time in
You
to
invested
learn.
that time.
I invested the time in to learn. When I'm losing money, I don't want to lose money. Nobody wants to lose money.
Yeah.
And how do you do it? You obtain one of these skills and you turn it around. And you make money.
So there's
Credit spreads are one of the most common ones too.
And that's what I want to get into. There's different strategies of how you're gonna approach the market, but there's also different methods. You don't always have to go in and buy a stock. You could go in and you could buy an option. You could buy a put, or you could do a spread.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you know a little bit more than this. I'm pretty sure you've explained it to a few people already.
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, I don't. I mean, I like kind of
what's the
explaining it
easiest
to
one? What's the
people.
easiest one?
I mean, the
Start from
easiest, the
easy to
fastest
hardest.
one will probably be a covered call and a short.
Okay.
You know, especially if you're day trading. If you're trading in a few days and you want to get out real quick,
Okay.
yeah, it's probably one of the best ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, ghetto spread is also one of the good ones if you're holding long term. But yeah, if you guys ever if you guys need help or you guys want to have some advice, you know, hit me up on my personal
Hit
account
'em
or even
up,
on the
like, for
M-rated
real, 'cause
at
it's-
M-rated podcast. I mean, we're more than likely to help you out. I mean,
Yeah.
we love helping people. We love helping each other. You know, it's all about just improvement.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
We're both currently new to the stock market.
Me more than him, but
I've been investing for 2 years, but I've been trading for 1 year.
mm,
So a recommendation for people that are getting into the stock market or are trying to learn in it, first, get a long term.
okay.
Get a long term
Yeah.
where you're able to invest your money. Trading comes right after it.
Okay.
You know, so first invest your money, learn what you're investing, know what you're investing in, and then trading is just a plus.
Yeah.
Pretty much, because I know a lot of people when it comes down to trading, they'll be like, "Yo, that's gambling." I mean, yeah, you could put it in that term if
I
you don't
guess.
know what you're doing or you don't know what you're trading, but if you focus and you know what you're trading, it doesn't necessarily become gambling. It
Yeah,
becomes a
because-
strategy. It becomes like, okay, if I'm gonna be trading the stock, let's say for Palantir, I've been talking to you about Palantir for a while now,
Yeah.
and I'm trading that stock each and every week. Why? It's not gambling anymore. It's a strategy already that I
strategy.
built. Like I trade Palantir technology. Shout out to Palantir Technology because they made me money. I bought it at $10 and it's about around 30 now. So I have about over 100 shares on it. But other than that, you just start to develop a skill for trading this certain stocks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe if you're trading a stock that is just like, oh, you heard about it on the news or you heard about it on just something and you just want to trade it, then yeah, that's gambling. But if you're trading a stock that you've been trading or you've been looking at for a long time and you put your money in it, it doesn't become gambling
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, that's true. And that's a perfect way to like get started because there's like apps out there like Acorns that it works more like a savings type of thing where you just deposit a certain amount, whatever you want per week, every couple weeks, per month, however you want to set it up, and Acorn takes over and then it invests in specific stocks itself, but you see it more as a savings, and then you get to dip your feet in it, you know? You get to see how the market reacts to certain things. You get to see your money fluctuate in real time, like go up and down in real time. And once you do that for a while, I guess you did it for a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once you do that for a while, you can start looking at actual stocks.
I honestly, I actually started on Thinkorswim. It was my first brokerage that I opened, and I started investing my money on Thinkorswim. Then I moved on to Robinhood, and I think Robinhood is one of the most contradictive apps platforms that you can use for trading. It's a platform for beginners. I get it, but it has so many contradictions for it. But I find it to be very appealing because it's so easy to trade,
super easy.
so easy to just invest your money in it. You're able to go in and out of trades. You're able to buy and sell it's just so easy to use
On your phone.
on
dude.
your phone. I personally like Robinhood because when I'm working, I'm usually so busy with my hands. I'm usually busy with my time that the sooner I get a notification from Robinhood, I'm checking in my phone, and I could make a trade or sell.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a benefit about Robinhood. You know, Thinkorswim or E-Trade or any other platforms, it kind of gives you the advantage of you kind of sitting on your desk and looking at your laptop or your screen because you're reading charts. You know, Robinhood gives you more the access of look the price range. You're looking more of the price range than a chart.
Yeah.
And let's say Thinkorswim that I use a lot now, is like I'm almost reading charts. I'm looking at the candles. I'm seeing when I'm buying and when I'm selling. And Robinhood is pretty much more of just numbers. You're reading the numbers. You're seeing the price range go up or go down, and you want to sell, or
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that makes it a little easier. People that don't have time. But if you do have a lot of time, then yeah, you want to get into learning how to read the candles. Pretty much just adding anything that'll make you more knowledgeable about the stock market, because Robinhood doesn't give you the tools to kind of read charts. Thinkorswim, E-Trade, all those platforms, they do give you those tools to
Yeah.
learn how to read
Yeah,
charts.
there's levels to this shit.
Yeah, there is levels.
There's
correct.
levels to this shit. You could do the entry, super entry, which would like I think Acorns would be like the easiest.
Yeah, pretty
Like
much.
literally the easiest because it takes care of everything. All you do is deposit money and it takes care of everything else. Robinhood will probably be the next one because it's not as like graph or data intensive as all these other ones that he's mentioning. Because I mean, when you showed me that Thinkorswim, all those graphs, I mean, it looked like hieroglyphs to me, bro.
Hieroglyphs. Yeah, that is one way. I mean, that's how I looked at it too. When I started reading these charts, I was like, charts? The last time I looked at charts was probably in high school.
Geometry.
Yeah, pretty much. But when you start looking at these charts and you start seeing the individual charts, especially at a stock that you're either trading or you're buying, you start kind of be like, you know what, I really, really, really want to get into this chart, because you start seeing how the volatility of this certain stock tends to go throughout the week, throughout the year, throughout the month, how much it changes, when can you go in for an option call or a buy and sell. Literally, yeah, that's the strategy of learning how to trade.
Yeah.
Is you got to know and learn these charts. And it becomes so fun because you start seeing, wow, you start really getting into the stock. You start learning their background, what they do, what they're selling. Pretty much, you just start getting in full details about this stock.
Because what I mean, I probably just didn't give a fuck before, but with these stocks, a lot of these companies have to give you a bunch of information. They have to tell you how much in debt they are. They have to make you what they made in net, whatever they made in net profits that year. How many employees do they have? What are their earnings? Like, what's going on? Like, what are you planning on doing with this? What are you planning on doing with that? There's a lot of information that the companies have to put out there publicly, and that's something I mean, I didn't think it was like that.
You never took time to be like, yo, what is Apple earning today? I mean, what is Apple earning in the next few months?
How much is the American sales?
And now, when you get into the stock market and you're buying this certain products, you're gonna be like, wait, I'm buying products from this company, but really, can I own this company, and how much are they making? Like, why am I even buying this product? I mean, are there people buying it at the same volume that I'm buying it? Am I buying it consistently, or am I just buying it like once or twice a year?
And that's what volume. You guys are gonna see a lot of. If you guys look into it, you're gonna see a lot of volume, and volume is just with the amount of people that are working with that stock, that specific stock.
Yeah. When you start seeing a certain stock and you start seeing the volume, you're gonna start seeing how many people are trading it, how many people are looking at it, how many people are actually investing their money in it. You know, for example, when you call me when Airbnb called, I told you to look at the volume.
Yeah.
The volume pretty much kind of matches with the pricing range. So let's say the volume is pretty high, you might get it at a cheaper price. But when the volume is pretty low, you're gonna be like, yo, well, people are not really buying it. Why? Because it's so high. It's so high. But when the volume starts to kind of match with the price range that you want to buy it in, you're gonna be like, yo, I'm in.
Yeah.
You buy it, and then you're like, I want to sell it in if it makes $10. Let's say you buy 100 shares, you're gonna be like, yo, I want to make a $10 profit for each share. You're gonna make more than what you came in with.
Yeah.
And you're just trading the stock that same day.
And that's where I guess the phrase is, you need money to make money.
Yeah.
Because you can't come into this with no money.
You could even, I told you, I started out with $500. I started trading with $500. and one of my accounts, I mean, you've seen one of my accounts,
Yeah.
it reached the goal that I wanted to fucking reach, and it's so profitable.
It's really ridiculous.
You know, right?
Yeah.
It's just it's making me money in a way where it's just like, you know what, I put my dedication, my time, my research in it, and I sit down every fucking morning to either trade or just even look at the charts.
Yeah.
You know, there's days that I'm just like sitting in my chair, sitting in my screen, I'm just looking at the charts. I'm listening to the news. I'm listening to, I listen to a particular guy, Josh Answer. Shout out to the Freddy fraternity once again.
Shout out.
I listen to this guy and I'm just literally focused on what he's trading or just, just listening to the news pretty much. There's some days that I just don't do anything, but I'm just focused on that particular stock or stocks, because I'm trading them that week. And throughout the week, I sometimes I hold to the expiration date. Sometimes I sell them before the expiration date. It all depends on how I'm trading that stock.
Yeah, and this right now he's a full-time trader.
Yeah, right now I'm a full-time trader. I think I've been a full-time trader for the past weeks. And you've seen how progressive I've been. I've been making a lot of money. And it's just been such a benefit for me. And I encourage even Manny. I mean, Manny started getting more into the stock market because I told him about it. And I want to encourage every single person that I meet. I mean, I'm always talking about the stock market. I always have, any particular skill that I have or any little thing that I could, share with people, I do it.
That's why we're relaying this information to you guys, because it's not to brag. Oh, Mark is making
not
money
at all.
over
It's not
here.
about bragging. It's about
Empowering you guys. We want
commitment.
you guys to know, like, this shit is possible out here.
It's possible.
It's fucking possible. We're right here, like in South Central,
Long Beach. I stay in Long Beach, and I don't stay in the best parts of Long Beach, but I made a decision a few months ago that I didn't want to be in that particular spot for the next coming years. Me and Manny, outside of the podcast, we've been talking about real estate. We've been talking about owning property. We've been talking about, making different moves, increasing our long-term portfolio. It just keeps increasing. And, we're just, pretty much blessed, right?
Yeah, super blessed. This year has been amazing. It's just that's why we wanted to start this as well, to let you guys know, have a channel of communication of shit. You need to make moves. You can't stay stagnant. You can't just not do anything and let your life pass by. I know COVID hit people hard. COVID hit people hard, and some of you might be struggling out there, but there's talks of a stimulus, there's talks of some type of government relief, and if you need it, then it's coming for you. It's coming. Hopefully it helps you in whatever way it does. But if it's all that is just extra money that you might be getting, then this might be a move to make.
Yeah, but let's say me and you, where we have jobs that are still functioning, but there's people that are out there that have no jobs.
Yeah,
they have all the time in the world to learn different skills, to learn different ways to make money.
And that's
some
where
of them are not even taking that time to learn something new.
Yeah.
They're just going with the flow. Oh, when is COVID going to update on their new stimulus? When am I going to get more money from unemployment? Some people are not taking advantage of that time that they have now to develop something new that'll probably benefit them in the long term.
Yeah.
And we go back to going to the long term. I personally have a long term where, in the stock market where I do trade and I do invest my money in it, but I know that I don't touch that money to pull out. I use two different brokerages where I have most of my money in it, and it's just so beneficial to know that there's so many ways to just, increase what you have in your bank account. Instead of just putting it there and sitting there and just parking it there. Because a lot of people, I personally have, money in the bank where I'm just parking it. But that's just called a savings.
Yeah,
But what about all the extra money? All the extra money that people have? instead of just parking it in your savings accounts, pull it out and just invest it. Learn how to invest it, and you're gonna be like, yo, maybe I could, double this money that I have sitting in my bank account. I could double it, triple it, and even, become a millionaire, because, there's been a lot of people that have become millionaires by just trading stocks, trading options.
And that's the thing, that it is possible.
It's possible, dude. There's some people that are become lucky. Even luck has come into the stock market, where people trade certain stocks, or they buy certain stocks and they sell at a high price, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They just they're newbies, and they become millionaires.
And that's gambling right there.
Yeah, that's called gambling. But then luck is on their side.
Going in blind.
Luck is in their side.
Yeah.
So you could even do, not a recommendation for sure, but just learn all these new skills that is being handed to us. The internet is one of the most important things nowadays in our lives, but if you don't know how to use it, then stay off of it. A lot of people use the internet for what? For social media, posting up different pictures about themselves or what they're doing, but that's okay. I get it. It's fun. But if you're not doing something on the side, then maybe you should just start focusing on something else. It's unhealthy for just not, for yourself, pretty much. Why are you showing off something that you don't have? Like you mentioned last episode, people are posting pictures of somebody on a Ferrari, and it's their friend's Ferrari.
They're just leaning on it.
It's just like, no, you can't be flexing if you don't have it. What's the point of you flexing something that you don't have? You just look stupid when people meet you. They're like, yo, where's your Ferrari? Where's your multi-million-dollar house that you took a picture of? Like, where is it? And you were like, oh, it was just a random picture. But you look stupid now. So it's just knowing how to invest your time. Most of the time is your time. Learning how to invest your time.
And that's why learning how to invest is so important, because something as simple as your time, what are you investing your time in? You have to know what's good, what's going to be profitable, what's not going to be, what's going to be negative. If you're just sitting there doing nothing all day, maybe 1 or 2 days, fuck it.
That's extremely fine when you're able to take 2 to 3, 4 days off and just lounge or just do something that's not gonna make you money. That's totally fine.
But I want you to come back hard.
Exactly. That's why you take those breaks. That's why you take those days off. So when you come back, you'll be like, yo, I'm ready because I'm fresh. My mind is clear. I know what I want and I know what I'm chasing. And you do it. And then you come back with more. It's totally fine to take breaks. Honestly, I'm taking a break right now off of work. I'm taking a break off of just pretty much everything, but I'm still making money, right? I showed you today how much I made throughout the week, and it's just like, yo, I did put a lot of time in it in the morning, but then I'm not putting 100% how I used to. But I'm still making money. So it's just like, sometimes you do gotta give yourself a break because it is necessary. You need to let your mind just kind of flow. You gotta let your mind kind of just set into the new.
It's just a TV.
Okay, you just gotta put your mind into a new the next step. So sometimes just kind of putting yourself in a no zone. It's sometimes healthy.
Step out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Definitely.
Be uncomfortable. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Of course, that's one of the ones that is pretty. It's pretty healthy when you step out of your comfort zone and you start seeing that, oh shit, there's so many other different things to do and learn and options. It's just gonna be like, whoa, man, you learn so much.
And that's what we kind of want to do, because we have our lives, we have our jobs, we have other things that we do, but we want to take the time to sit and have a conversation with you guys, with us, about something that we feel might help you guys grow a little bit. If you're not growing, maybe you're just gonna learn something new. We want to help you guys in whatever way we positively can, I think.
Helping family and friends is pretty much one of the things that I think me and you have wanted to do. We just want to help people. That's pretty much literally the goal of this podcast. We are individually we're learning about just so many things, and
Yeah.
we just want to share it out here in the podcast. We want to share it out when we're socializing, and it's just one of the things that I think is so positive about learning new things.
Mm-hmm.
Because you always want to be with teaching something new to somebody else when you meet them, or when you're gathering.
Yeah, you always want to have some input.
Yeah, you always want to have something new to bring to the table,
Bring
other
something
than
to the
just like,
table,
yo, I'm just working. That's it. Like, no, what else are you doing?
Yeah.
So it is pretty positive to go out of your comfort zone, like you said, and learn something new, uh, adapt a new hobby, and just go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Take risks, because the biggest risk is not taking risk.
Yeah. Yeah.
So take risk. Even though if you fail, you're gonna learn from it, and you're gonna learn what to do and what not to do, and it just becomes a learning process, because you're never gonna know
Mm-hmm.
everything. So life is a learning process.
It is.
So.
It's a whole learning process, and we're on a process, and we want to share this process with you. We want to know what you guys' process is, and this is already our 8th episode.
Yeah, this is our 8th episode, and we just started this podcast a few months ago, and we're just so blessed to just be still here, motivated to do episodes like this for you guys. People that are just being so supportive and commenting, and just shooting messages on our Instagram. It's just a different level. It's just different level of being productive each and every day. So if you guys ever need help, or questions about certain things, and we are able to help you, I mean, for sure, contact us.
Yeah, hit us up.
We have this account as M-Rated Podcast, but we also do have our personal accounts. So don't feel free to just reach us for sure, right? I mean, we don't know everything, but we're learning, a little bit about
and
everything.
as we learn, we're gonna share everything we learn with you guys. I don't know if you guys have noticed the trend, but every episode is we're gonna try to talk about an important subject, something that we could grow on, something we could learn on.
Yeah, self-development for sure. It's the key to this channel. It's the key for both of us. We're on the journey of self-development, which is one of the most beautiful things I think we've done in our lives, which is just being positive each and every day. We're always gonna have bad days, but how do we recover from those bad days, and how do we kind of go on and about each and every week, each and every month, and just keep increasing our positivity and our productivity, right?
Yeah, and any way we can, and like you said, anywhere we can help you guys. We're here for you guys. We want to build a community with you guys. We want to. I don't want it for you guys to just feel like, oh, it's just some random guys.
Well, we are some random guys.
We are some random guys, but I mean, a lot of you guys are like, you listen to all of our episodes. You're commenting on all our episodes. You're hitting us up, like Mark said. So like, I mean, this shit has been fun.
No, it's been a good journey. I mean, we're almost at the end of the year, and it's so productive. It's so therapeutic. It's a therapy.
Yeah.
For I think for me, I'm sure for you too, where you're just able to just talk about certain subjects, important subjects that are just not going to benefit you, but are going to benefit people that are watching. And we're going to continue to do and drop subjects like this, where where we're not helping just each other, but we're helping people that are watching. There's more to come, and that was a COVID.
That was
COVID
not
cough.
COVID. That was not COVID.
But other than that, I mean, I think it's been a long, good year for us.
Yeah.
I know it hasn't been for a lot of people, but 2020, I could personally say that it's been a blessing for me. I've learned a lot about myself. I learned about you. I learned about our friendship. I learned about socializing. I've learned a lot. You know?
And there's 2 weeks left this year. We might have 2 episodes left.
Yeah, for sure. Stay tuned for our Christmas one.
Yeah, we have a Christmas one coming up for sure.
Yeah.
Then we might do something for the New Year's
sure.
to wrap up the year.
To wrap up the year, for sure.
Just be grateful for everything that happened this year. So those episodes are coming. Stay tuned. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're gonna be around for you guys. Hopefully long term.
Yeah, hopefully long term. I mean, it's gonna be a fun 2021.
Yeah, 2021 is coming in
You
hot.
know, we are looking to drop more episodes and just different subjects, just different
Yeah,
things. You know,
yeah,
and I'm excited for 2021. But it's been fun for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. And if there's any subjects you guys want us to touch on
Yeah.
or talk about or maybe even revisit, let us know. For sure, we'll talk about it again or whatever the case might be. But this one was dope.
Yeah, nice
One was
one.
dope.
And remember, guys, to open up a long-term account, any brokerage accounts from Robinhood to E-Trade to Thinkorswim, Acorn.
Acorns.
I mean, pretty much any brokerage accounts right now. I mean, you're able to open it. We will leave our Robinhood link on our description.
Mm.
So you're able to get a free stock as soon as you
Ooh,
sign
that's
up.
true. Yeah,
So yeah, I mean, you don't want to pass on a free stock,
that's
right?
true. A free
So
stock.
there's also Webull. I don't know if you have a Webull.
I do not have.
Okay,
a
I do
Webull.
have a Webull, but I don't really use it. But we'll just drop off that Robinhood.
There's a few, yeah. There's a few,
So-
but we'll leave the Robinhood because that's the easiest one for people to
easiest
get
one for beginners. So make sure you guys, sign up with that link, either Manny's or mine link. It doesn't really matter, but you'll get a free stock for sure.
Yes, sir.
Other than that, I think we should just, wrap it up right here.
Yeah, I think that's it, guys. That's it. That was a good one.
Remember, long term, open up a long term and then learn to trade. Invest your money first and learn how to invest it. Stay positive all the time. Don't let your emotions get in the market. If you're gonna start trading as soon as you open, I mean, learn how to trade first before you put your money into any options or just trading stocks.
Yeah.
But other than that, for sure, always have your mind in opening a long term to invest your money and grow your money.
Yeah.
Anything else, man, you want to add on?
I mean, just stay positive.
Yeah, always, for sure, baby. Stay positive.
Stay positive,
And
guys.
then we out,
Peace.
baby.